Hi, welcome into my channel. Firestorm Shan here. I'm here to do our reading for today. It is June the 30th, the last day of June. I'm going to be working with this Oracle deck here. I found this at Trader's Village Flea Market. It was brand new. The wrapping was still on it. I think I paid $10 for it. They wanted 20. I talked them down. It's a really good um, it's a really good Oracle deck. I think you guys might like it. So one more time, in case you want to take a look at it. It comes with a guidebook, the Lantern Oracle. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get some messages for the collective today. This is Cancerian season. Happy birthday to Cancers. Welcome into my channel. My name is Firestorm Shan. Holy Spirit, guides, and angels, please direct us in this reading and lead us into the truth and the path that is the for our best and highest good at this time. What do we need to know at this very exact moment? What do we need to know right now? So I'm gonna do a little shuffle for the collective. I don't hear any songs, um, or anything like that. No channel messages, and no channel songs today. Been spending my day organizing. I cleaned out all of my desk. I threw away a bunch of stuff that was old, and I rearranged all this area to give me some more working space. So I'm gonna set my keyboard over here and let's get us some messages for the collective. Holy Spirit, messages for the collective today, please. What do we need to know? Thank you. At the bottom of the deck, we have circles, number 34, which reduces to a 7 in numerology. 7 is, we're getting ready to enter the 7th month of the year. That's Cancerian season. Um, Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. The eye of a storm is a very peaceful place, because it's a unique phenomenon that inside the eye you're safe, but then as soon as you get outside of the eye, of protection. So it's almost like keeping your eye on your children. I'm hearing there's a sense to keep it. There's a grandmother here and children. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. Keep your eye on your children at this time. There is an ancestor keeping their eye on you. A mother or a grandmother who has passed away, they're keeping their eye on you. Okay, some of us are going through some storms right now. Okay, so keep your circle tight and keep an eye on each other. That's messages from spirit. We have melting mask, number 16. Number 16 reduces to a 7 again in numerology. So we have 7 and 7 on the board. Melting mask. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles you fulfill. Allow your spirit to shine through the many roles that you fulfill. So mother, daughter, maiden, crone, father, son, mentor, friend, brother. Like there's a lot of roles that we all make up in our one individuality. And also, this is making me think about your natal chart and how using spirit to help guide you to being your true authentic self. Okay. And I'm hearing the word people pleasing. Melting mask, which is interesting. Melting, so something that melts. It's hot outside. I'm melting. I'm melting. You know, it kind of it reminds me of, because it is hot outside. We have a very beautiful card. This is called The Voice. You are here to be known, so speak and to be seen at number 30, which is a 3. So when I read The Voice, I automatically thought about that game show, The Voice, the competition, where you go in and you sing and they're looking for the next voice. Somebody here has the next voice. Spirit, when you step into spirit realm, you step into where your gifts are at, and I call it the anointing, and then spirit can sing through you. Ancestors can sing through you. You channel. I'm hearing channeling. You are meant to be known. So speak and be seen. You are meant to be known. Speak and be seen. And that is so pretty. All right. So be who you truly self are. Be your true self in your circle at this time. And then last but not least, we have distorted desire. We have a runner. That's number 15, which is a 6. So we're leaving the 6th month of June right now, coming out of Gemini season. Distorted desire. Conscious desire rarely satisfies the unconscious need driving it. Conscious desires rarely satisfy the unconscious need driving it. So, ego, some things that we're consciously going after are distorted. And what is really undistorted is your subconscious. So it'll be that small, still small voice. It won't be the loudest voice in the room. And we're talking about the voice here, right? We're talking about the voice. Okay. So it's not enough to just desire something. You're going to have to let your masks down and step into the spirit and allow your gifts and your voice to be heard. And you are protected. Okay. There is a circle of people around you. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. Okay. Let's get some tarot. I brought my pop art deck up here. Let's do some pop art. Deck looks like this. Pop art tarot. It's got a nice thick book with it too. Right. Shuffle for the collective. Can you get some clarification on these cards? You've got 6 and 7, which is a progression. All right. So we're coming out of 6 and we're progressing into the 7, which is a spiritual lesson. To do not dim yourself, to let yourself be heard. All right. Distorted desires. Let's get that out of the way. What is our distorted desire? What is that distorted desire of the conscience? What is that desire that's distorted? Thank you. Strength. Somebody's strength is distorted. You're putting your strength in the wrong things. You're putting your strength in a mask, not your strength in spirit. So number 8, 6, 7, 8. Eights are Leo season. This is a Leo card. Confidence that attracts partners, a strong and nurturing relationship, mastery over your work, making significant purchases, maintaining disciplined spending. So this could have to do for somebody that's impulsive. Leos tend to be impulsive. They're known to be that way. So there is something that's desired about this impulsivity and a confidence that is necessary, but I'm hearing you're putting your confidence in the wrong thing. It's becoming distorted. Materialism can be where you put your confidence. Okay, this is like saying, I put all my faith in my job into my paycheck. I put all my energy, my time, my faith into my paycheck. That's a distorted desire because I have a situation whenever somebody stole my wallet as soon as I got paid. They stole my wallet. Okay. Now I don't have my paycheck. So that's a distorted desire that I'm going to think that I can live off that. I need to have savings for a backup plan, emergency um, funds, something to catch me, and help me. Okay. Just an example. So a distorted desire of strength. And then we have the tower in the reverse, 16, which is a number 7 again. So we could be, potentially looking at some tower moments in the month of July, but it's in the reverse. So it says making necessary adjustments in your relationships, leaving a fragile relationship behind and navigating layoffs, okay, layoffs, avoiding risks in your career, surviving financial difficulties. So yeah, that kind of goes back to what I was talking about, with the finances. What if you got laid off? We can't put our hopes into earthly matters, because those things could fail us. So the only thing that we can do is make necessary adjustments in the month of July. And that requires leaving fragile relationships that are distorted. There's no strength there in those relationships. Okay. Navigating layoffs. Some of us are going to be going through some layoffs. You're going to need some strength to get through that. Don't think that you're not going to need your circle, because you will need your circle around you. There's a storm. So pull into your circle tight, to be supported. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. The Tower card is a storm. Okay, but it's a necessary one, is what they're saying. It's something needs to come to an end. All right. And it's like giving you the opportunity to make this change without the universe imposing on your free will. They want you to take that initiative. All right. Talk to me about the melting mass. Allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles that you fulfill. Melting mass. Talk to me about this. 16 and 16 is on here twice. Okay, you got the Four of Pentacles. It is in the reverse. In the upright, it means greed. In the reverse, it means you're overcoming jealousy, letting go of past relationships. Yes, the necessary relationships that's time to let go of. Generosity towards colleagues, making risky decisions at work, spending freely, donating, and sharing your resources. So, melting mask, allow your spirit self to shine through the many roles that you fulfill. So, number 4 is, not holding back, giving freely. Okay. Spirit wants to give freely. There's plenty more to put in store. The universe is not broke. The universe is not poor. So we need to get those resources into us. And I forgot these came out too. We have number 5. There's a confrontation, which is the 5 of Wands, some sort of arguments, disagreements, conflicts with the partner, highly competitive working environments, feeling of boredom or frustration, financial instability, and disputes over money. You're going to need spirit's help with you whenever you're going through these situations, disputes over money. So this is confrontation. You need spirit's help of letting go of relationships that have a lot of confrontation around them. You've got the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. In the upright, it's the Nun, the generosity, the giving card. But in the reverse, it says you're being taken advantage of. All right. It says in love, you're being taken advantage of, a controlling partner, a psychopathic behavior towards superiors, unfair loans, gifts with strings attached, and feelings of resentment. So somebody here always expects something. The Bible tells us in some of its beautiful teachings, that I do receive this message. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand's giving. And the reason for that is because when you give, you're supposed to give out of your heart without expectation, because you know that whatever you put out there will come back to you. So there's a freedom about um, giving without strings attached. Does that make sense? Because if you put an expectation onto the give, then that means that you're going to be stopped at how much can come to you, how much you can manifest. It will be blocked because you've already put a stipulation on it with some sort of manipulative intention in the background. Okay, so someone here is dealing with someone like that. They have alternative motives. Okay, what are those alternative motives that they have? Oh, that's a lot. We're not going to take all those. What are some of those alternative motives that they could have? Thank you. Good news. Success in love, career success, completing a major project, receiving recognition, rewards, financial stability, enjoying the rewards of your efforts. Good news. 6 of Wands. Wow. So that's more like ego. 6 of Wands. They act like they're doing so good, but I mean, if they're doing so good, then what's the conflict about? What's the jealousy about? I don't know. I'm moving on from this. Talk to me about the voice. You are here to be known. So speak and be seen, the voice. Tell me about this energy here in this card. It's so beautiful. Her eyes are gorgeous. Number 10 of swords, but it is in the reverse. In the upright is, a defeat and a betrayal. In the reverse, it's not so bad. The voice. Healing from past wounds. Attempting to rebuild a relationship. Transitioning to a new job. Finding work that is less stressful. And avoiding financial ruin or bankruptcy. You are here to be known, so speak and be seen. Use your voice to speak what you need. Your intentions are important right now. They want you to make a plan. This is in the upright. Okay. All right. This is the Knight of Cups. A fresh outlook on relationships, discovering a creative outlook at work, daydreaming about potential career paths, um, unrealized financial goals, fantasizing about money. So they want you to write down and make a plan. And this does say find love. So for some of you that are looking for relationships, you're going to have to get a fresh outlook on it. Okay. You're going to need to be seen, get back out there again, speak your truth, write down your intentions of what you truly want. What does this person look like? What kind of job do they have? Do they like kids? Do they like to have lots of sex? Do they have financial stability? Do they enjoy traveling? Do they like animals? Do they put the toilet seat down? Do they squeeze the toothpaste from the bottom up? You know, all right. Those are the intentions you need to write down. So like when I manifested my spouse and my spouse manifested me, we did this. We wrote down intentions. Now there were some things that I could have asked for that's different. I know that now, but I didn't know that then. Ha ha ha. But I got mostly what I wanted. I wanted a man that had blue eyes and blonde hair. I've always been attracted to blue eyes. And blonde hair men and long hair. And the thing is like right before he met me, he cut his hair off. So we just put in a wig. I put in a, not all the time, but I'll put in clips for him and stuff like that. And he likes it. Um, I wanted a man that loved music. I wanted a man that loved God. I wanted a man that loved music more than I did and was more disciplined in it so that I could have somebody to keep me encouraged and on task and then, stuff like that. A motivator. And that's what I got. So, okay. Circles. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. So what clarity do you want us to see? What's the clarity that needs to be seen in your circles? Charisma. This is the King of Wands. Your circle needs to have charisma, fire, passion, openness and honesty in relationships, passion and determination in your work, inspiring or leading others with confidence, making strong financial decisions. There we go. So that is the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Being a good leader. It's time for you to take control over those circles. Use your voice to speak what you want, to bring forth equal give and take relationships. Some of us are being used. It's saying that right here. It is causing confrontations. And there's also some jealousy and some relationships that we need to let go in the month of July. Okay. There is some tower moments that are going to happen, but they're going to happen because you make them happen, not because the universe had to intervene. You're going to need your strength and you're going to have to look at some distorted desires. Like, why do you keep somebody around you that has strings attached? They have alternative motives. What is their true intentions around you? These are the questions you need to be asking yourself in the month of July. Final messages to close out this reading for the month of July for the collective. Final messages. Thank you. The moon. All right, we have a full moon in Capricorn. It started last night. It's still in its prime. This is number 18, the moon card, which is Cancerian energy. We're in Cancer season. Didn't I say this? 8 plus 1 is a 9. 18, 8 plus 1 in numerology is a 9. Nines represent the end of cycles. Okay. Now, the moon card represents doubts about love or relationships, ambiguity in your career path, confusion at work, lack of clarity, uncertainty in financial decisions, insufficient financial planning and knowledge. So, the moon card is saying that, some of us, if you have any kind of doubt about your relationship, then this is your reading. Okay. If you're in a position of confusion at work or on your career path, this is your reading, okay? The full moon in Capricorn is shining a bright light on Capricorn energy, which is your 10th house of career, public image, legacy. All right, now your other message here is the knight or the page of coins. I can't tell which one it is. It's a coin, page of coins. Lack of commitment, it's in the reverse. Lack of commitment, boredom in the relationships, and a monotonous connections. Avoidance of work, seeking success without effort, financial instability, irresponsible financial decisions. So there's a lot to be afraid of here with the moon. A lot of mystery, a lot of secrets, a lot of things that aren't being spoken or being hidden. But right now, they're coming out to the surface with the full moon that we're in this weekend to kick off the month of July. So Spirit is saying your final advice is here is to, take a look at the things that you're bored with, things that are making you make terrible financial decisions, uncertainty in finances. There's a lot here about finances. Okay. And yesterday our reading was about money. How can I be more affluent? How can I make more money and things like that? And so that might be a reading you want to check out. But this reading is for those of us that need to let go of those relationships that are not equally matching us. Our energies are not matching. So there's discontent and boredom, and there's drama and arguments and disagreements. So that's the messages we have here for you. Use your voice, be seen. Okay. You're supposed to be seen in your circle, but you need to surround yourself with like-minded people, not users and takers. Going to have to drop that mask for anybody that's wearing a mask at this time because they have a distorted view of you and what your purpose is in their life. Okay? They have a distorted view of what your purpose is in their life. So that's your messages for the month of July. And these words are just random words coming from this spirit talker. So I'm just going to pause the spirit talker and read the words that come out. And if any of these mean anything to you, then God bless. All right. Salem, it could be Salem, Massachusetts. I don't know. We got South. So you could be from the South. I make your life dramatic. So someone could make your life dramatic. Someone here could have stomach problems. Someone is closer than you think. So someone might be following you. They're closer to you than you think they are. They have a lot of emotions for you, but they are saying that you need to follow your dreams. The name Amelia might make an important be a name for you. Amelia. It says I will appear. So Amelia could show up and she'll just appear suddenly. And you might like that because it says like. And then there's my name is Anna. And so there might be an Anna that you would like to visit with. I don't know what this means, but it says your vibe is dust. So what is dust? It's dirt. Your vibe is dirt. So your vibe is low. Okay. It needs to be lifted. So high vibe would be the sky. Um, your vibe being dust would be a low vibe. So you got some low vibing people around it. Something about floorboards and chaos. And I like the lights. And there's a few more, but I can't see past the little thingy there, but that's enough for tonight. That's the messages that I have for you today, collective. I hope there's something in here for some of us, all of us, probably not. Take it with a grain of salt. Hope it was fun, entertaining, or it just kept you from being bored or helpful. My intention is to speak truth, and my intention is to set captives free and to help the blind see. So if there's anything I say that helps open your eyes or makes like uh, a trigger, or something that resonates with you, that's just the purpose, to let you know spirits, you're not alone. Spirits here. We're all together. We're all in this together, folks. Okay. So much love and light. I wish you love. Until next time. Bye now.